What is up? How's everyone doing? Good morning. Hope everyone's had a great start to the morning so far. A sell-off action here in the market. We're down 1% on the NASDAQ. Boom. Little gap down and drain. This is right where we closed FOMC last Wednesday. SPY. All right, major watch for SPY. 21 EMA, 20-day moving average right there, 655 area. 655. And there's not much to catch us right here other than that. This low and these right here. Talked about this yesterday a little bit. Volume gaps. We closed right here and then like boom, filled that volume void rapidly, just traversed it. And we are drill team 6 right now. We've already passed the golden retrace. We've passed a lot of things. Pretty decent sized gap on QQQ. Can probably expect this not to get filled. Let's take a look either way. 0.65. 71% of the time we don't fill this gap. So let's get in here. Now we do have some odds that we come back and touch previous day's low, but the way this looks is gross. Pretty gross look. You know, the one thing it kind of was showing me, I saw the weakness in crypto and it just kept coming down. A little risk assets or risk off. Right.
That's some real issues when I couldn't deal with that.
We're already beyond S2, 410. Just trying to see where we're below pretty much everything I have here. 410, 400 be the next spot I'd look for, but I don't know. If you're already short, you're doing well, right? Like you're just riding it, probably trimming. Yeah, the question is, do we go ahead and finish down here? Oh. Where's the crew this morning? Did y'all wake up and look at this and say, going back to bed? See you guys sliding in here, actually, little by little. Welcome in. There's Willie. I knew somebody was sliding in here. I could see I could see y'all sliding in like the total viewers or whatever. I was like, Well, yesterday we talked about over on Spaces, talked about a head and shoulders. It is stream yesterday too, but you basically have shoulder, head, shoulder, and your neckline was right here. And broke that neckline yesterday, back tested it, and kaboom. All right. I saw CJ. So late is me to the short. I mean, I've been in puts. I've been telling you guys about that. Been in puts on the indices. The question is where. I mean, this whole thing was so thin up here. Where does this catch? But all my puts doing very, very good today. We'll see what happens. Do we get to NFP? That's a good question. I kind of want to take a look actually and see. Can we get to the NFP today? Is this level I've drawn from forever ago? That would be a pretty far drop. I'm on QQQ first here, right? So that would be like a 2.5% down day. I don't know if anything causes us to go down 2.5%. Now, SPY. SPY is much more reasonable. $652.23. Honestly, other than this 654, that's my next target on SPY, right? 652 and then like 650, 651. 7.2 sitting the long right now. I don't hate the long. I like a little bit more off 410, 400 area. That's the only thing I really have to deal with down here right now. Is just fib retracements. Because if you go look over here, I don't have a whole lot at 420. What did this day look like? Yeah, you could. I see a little level there, right at 420, but 410 to 400, I think, is a better area. Maybe 375. I don't know. This is going to be tough. I mean, I'm glad I was in the puts already. And I can still like trade level to level if it bounces. But we are really oversold. We have any data today? Boy, where are we getting all kinds of ads on this thing now? Existing home sales, Fed Bowman. Nothing I'm really worried about. No data that I'm worried about, really. What's up, Bitcoin? Nice long 7.2. 7-2 offsuit hitting the you got a full house on the flop. A little poker reference for you guys. Existing home sales is out. I like going flat there. 470 into 500. VIX is back at what, like 17, 18? 17 and a half? The VIX at 17 and a half, that means as we trade, we can be a lot more... what did I draw that line for the other day? Oh. Means we can be a lot more loose with... we can be smaller on our positions because you're going to get bigger moves with a little bit higher VIX. So we can size down a little bit, but we're also going to have to, when VIX gets this high, it will move further than you really think it's going to. So like, if you're looking for a bounce, like just for the example right now, I mean, this is a little different scenario, but just in general, if you were looking for a bounce back to this level, you can easily shoot through these levels and then crush back down hard below them. Or if you're like, if you get long, it can easily like put a huge wick in for 30, 40 points and then get pushed back down. It's a pretty good bounce. You sniped that 7-2. I'm looking probably for a short against 540s. Could be here, but I don't want to sit in 30 points of drawdown and it go further than I wanted to. I did hear those come out a little bit earlier. I think you could get short here, but I think it's cleaner off of pre-market low. What's up, KB? KB 7-2, 7-2 got long here. He trimmed. This is what I was talking about, like this, and we'll see if it holds, but this can shoot way further than you want, and all of a sudden it becomes a really big wick really fast. I mean, look, this wick alone it's a 36-point wick, and we got a 50-point candle, 2 minutes in. What's up, B+?
do it every day now. I only do 1 or 2 contracts, and that's because they told me. This is like my version of a I just got long at 4:47.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about that a little bit earlier. Somebody else brought that up. The September NFP. I looked at the gap fill. Those that joined a little bit late, the gap fill by this size, you're looking at most of the time you don't fill it. Most of the time you gap. Most of the time you gap down, you don't fill. What was the other? Oh, outside days. It's about half and half on outside days recently. If you make it back to that previous day's low, that used to be. This is why these stats change. You gotta have to check them constantly because like we're doing rolling 6 months data, and like, look, this tells us like gap down SPY, it's 50-50. This used to be a lot stronger odds. If you gap down, you came back way more often. Like last winter, I guess. All right, guys, I'm not sure what I want to do here. I mean, part of me tells me to stay short, but part of me tells me it's just so oversold. We get some new fibs drawn here. QQQ. I definitely want to watch this FOMC low if we go any further, but we're down 1%. We could easily go down further, but what are the odds that you're going to come down here and have like a 2.5% down day? Not as good, but could happen. This is getting a little nasty. Little nasty. A lot of pressure to the downside. I'm with you. I probably should have hit the short up here in the CMA 9 500 area. I would have liked it better on this back test here, but when something is this frothy, or I don't even know what's the opposite of frothy. That's what we're the opposite of frothy right now. Okay, B plus. This is an interesting thing here, though, right? Everyone talks about seasonality in September, and then everyone says, "Well, seasonality is wrong." Well, one, seasonality can't be wrong. It's just an average, right? It's just a data point. But the point I want to make here is everyone in the first part of September. Here, look. Everyone in the first part of September is going, "Oh, well, look, seasonality is wrong." We still have, 5 days left? 4 trading days or 3 trading days left, I guess. What, tomorrow, Monday, and Tuesday? 3 trading days left. Look at the monthly candle. We're only up 3%. If we sell off another 2 out of the next 3 days, we have another 1.5% down day. Hey, we could end up right back here, which should be like break even. Just saying. Just saying. What's SPY? SPY's only up 1.5% this month. Just for the seasonality argument. Main watches for me today are going to be the 21 EMA, 20 daily moving average, simple moving average. These two right here, and this low. That, and then right here. Yeah, I mean, a lot can happen, right, in 3 more days. And this thing could completely recover. So the other thing on seasonality is like seasonality is based on normal market conditions. This tariff sell-off thing was not a normal market event. So is that going to throw off some seasonality? Yes. Is there going to be other? I mean, because it's just a different factor, right? But then there's other things you have to think about. There's mechanical things that happen in September. There's some tax selling that goes on because some people's corporate tax year is the end of September or October 1st. Obviously, there's a holiday going on right now that I think a lot of you probably heard of. If you haven't, Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur. There's a old Wall Street adage that you sell Rosh Hashanah, which started this day at sundown, and you buy Yom Kippur, which is going to be, well, it doesn't have to be down there. It could be up here, to be fair. But it's going to be on October 2nd. All right, we're 30 minutes in. Here's our 30-minute order was set. We do have IB by rejection setting up. Since we're down so much, we'll see what it looks like. I'm thinking either try to get a short, from here down to here. If it hangs out, maybe turns back, maybe it comes back up here, turns back over and does this. The other thing would be if we're down here, right near that first hour, if we wick down to this 410, so we've got the IB thing out of the way, we can here, let's go to like right here. So like we reject here and we end up taking this low down here and wicking off of it, we probably can get long back towards, the retracement levels like this today. So we'll see. It's tough. Like, do you trade with the trend or you trade the reversion to the mean? Because we're way overextended. Look, if we go to the 1 hour, the 9 EMA on the 1 hour is way up here above us. Where are we at on the 4 hour? Way up there above us. And then there's your daily 21 down there. So that's the other 370. I guess you can throw that on your radar. What's up, Andrew? Welcome in. Glad to have you here. Pretty chill stream. We see if we can find some opportunities, just trading in general, and then obviously my trading, like day by day, not just here on the stream twice a week, day by day, is very heavily probability based and Edgeful based. So you came to the right spot. Happy to help any way I can. On Edgeful right now, the only things I'm really taking away is the gap fill. So people like to look at the gap fill, right? The gap fill report is like a 50-50 shot. It's actually, so based on the day and everything's 57, 43. But when I went in a little bit closer on this, it's really a coin flip on if you fill a gap of this size or not. So I'm kind of waiting on the first hour of data. That's where the stronger data points are. A couple other things that we have to. Oh, SPY touched them, didn't they? Ooh. But yeah, welcome in. I'm sorry, I'm taking a look. I mean, that was one of my major watch spots is right there. Daily 21 EMA on SPY. QQQ didn't quite get there. Guess we held basically this day's low. That was a weekly low, actually. Was it a weekly? That's where we opened the week. Yeah, that's where we open that week. Oh yeah, because the weekly low would be here. All right. Inverted hammer, for those of you that trade those kind of things. Inverted hammer with a push above 541. It's a tough call because if this back tests here and rejects, so it would be this area right here. If this rejects, then that would be a decent spot to try to take the short. I don't know, because we're so overextended, kind of in between. And we're way below anything yesterday did. So there's really not a whole lot for me to go off of here from levels. New York open, 15-minute ES orb, and then double break has really helped us. Yeah, 15-minute double break is actually really interesting on ES especially. And then I love the IB, and we'll take a look at that here in like 20 minutes or so when we get that first hour of the market. This is like basically your pre-market low test right here. Kind of want to take a starter short, but I'm a little gun shy with the VIX being up here like it is. Like I said, this could turn into a huge wick like this one did. Or we could look for this area. See what ES looks like. If I do try a short here, it's going to be a quick trim, 520, 525. And then 500. I don't just love it though. I think you could get some short covering on this. Yes, back over the 6650. Where's this? Oh, SPX is at 6600 right here. 6600 on SPX right here needs to reclaim or reject. Huge level on SPX right here. Throw that on my chart just for a reference point. I really want to try this short up here. I'll try it. Little starter short. Can add up here a little bit higher too. This thing shoots through 580 right here. I don't want to be a part of this. All right, I'm going to take a little add. Move my average up to 69. Yeah, I tried the short here. I'm very light just because VIX is at 17 plus. But we just went 140 points. I think we get probably a pullback back test of this somewhere 542. I'm gonna trim at 550, 542, and see if we can get to like 525. Yeah, I have Bookmap. I have Bookmap pulled up over here. This is the first time I've seen any type of sellers since we started bouncing here. There's not a ton, but it is a little bit. And next, if you're long, you look for previous day's low. 630.
I think I noticed.
Come on, come back down to at least 542. If anyone wants to know bookmap, I've got it over here on my other screen, on my other computer. There's still a lot of buying going on here. It break the 30-minute orb high. We're above opening print. So this could get a little bit excited, but I'm going to have to look for, extend it a little bit here. Now I'm probably going to be able to look for dip buys here. We pull back to break the IB high. Yep, I got stopped on that one. Next spots are right there, 612, 625. Dang, I should have gotten that long when I saw SPY. I thought I could get this, like right here. Oh, I thought I could get this to pull back to here, and then try to get long in here. But that didn't happen. We can try it again here. I come back test this right here, and you come back test this down here. That SPY could turn into a really nice hammer. This thing looks really frothy, to be 100% honest. Just a reminder, it does not take a lot of size on a day like this. Looks like a breaking base of the orb. This thing may want to go back to previous day's low. It's right there. We're almost there. On SPY. I mean on QQQ, SPY is much higher. Yeah, I'm starting to get a couple bullish readings that I need to be aware of. Nvidia is strong. Tesla's down a lot. Palantir all the way back green. Netflix big bounce. Nvidia's at pre-market high. All right, here's that previous day's low. Bob, you probably already know the answer to that, but no, I'm not getting much sleep. I was up from 3:30 to like 6 my time. All right, I really want this to pull back down. 8 minutes and I have to look long. I didn't see any news. I just saw it selling all night. I mean, if you go back to, London opened up and back to here's your pivot point, and then the Europeans just sold it. We'll just blame the Brits. Boy, this thing could get really extended really fast here. We're not careful. KB, you gonna take it all the way? New all-time high? Previous day's low. So yeah, this thing's just gonna fly right through it, isn't it? Here's my ad spot. I'm not even using like quarter size on these trades. Like I was saying earlier, very light. Let's see if we reject this halfback and this previous day's low. That's a huge move. Straight up 200 points almost. And some of you guys had that. Boom, there you go, Andrew. Come on, give me a red candle here. I hear you. Paper hit, yeah. Well, I wanted to long. I really wanted to long somewhere, but I didn't find a good spot where I could get in without just chasing it. And then I thought it would I thought it had a potential to slow down here, and it really didn't. I'm still not seeing any heavy selling. Now it's growing a little bit. This is really smart from KB right here, guys. VIX is this high. You go way down. I have basically a third of my normal size on right here. Maybe a little bit more. Nowhere near what I normally would size a trade. But I don't need that kind of size. If this thing wants to drop, 50 points rapidly, I don't need size. I really want to see if I can trim. I trim 600 and 587, 590. This pre-market high, 587. There we go. Pull it back in. Pull it back in. Give me a trim at 600. I could take it here, but I think we're overextended enough. We should be able to come back down here somewhere. About to get that first hour. I need to take a look. Where's that? Do we hit 600 yet? Boy, this level right here, this is at 25% retracement, 587. IB should break the upside. That's the trade we're gonna have here in 1 minute. So this I have to look to take profit quickly on this and then try to dip buy. Is that all we're gonna get? Yeah, see, I was gonna. There's the daily 9 EMA on IndieX. Yep. Wow, my trim was at like 01 and it came to 02. Oh, is it gonna be one of those days, ladies and gentlemen? Are we gonna have one of those days? You guys didn't tell me I had the wrong mic going this whole time. The big orders I see on ES are at 50, really 52 to 50. They're all dispersed down here. I don't see much of anything on NQ. There's really no size. ES, it's the same size above and below here, from 75 down to 50. I have to look to dip buy down here in a minute. That's kind of what I was shorting into up here, KB. Previous day's low and all that. Yeah, I remember that, KB. It was so tough to time on the futures that I just started playing puts instead. Just bought some time. We were up. We had what 10 gap ups in a row or whatever, and then we had all of these gap ups in a row. FOMC got bought up, and then we just were screaming all time highs. But it was SPX 6700, little double top right there. I was shorting into that. I added on here on this day, and trimmed yesterday, took off the rest today. I can always add the puts back on if I need to, but they've served their purpose for now. I don't like that it held this level for now. This S1, 611. Really just want to get back to here. EMA 9 VWAP area. Orb high in EMA 9 on ES. 660. I'm sorry, 660. But the way this frothy market's been, this thing could just go. We'll see. Previous day is low. See if this becomes a problem. We do have the IB that needs to break to the upside. That zero line right there. And if that breaks, then we still have the retracement trade. So it's kind of a two-sided. Two-sided, which one happens first type of trade right now. Meta's not doing much. Google getting a red candle at least. Microsoft's got a nice push. Amazon got a red candle. Nvidia is at the highs still. Apple at the highs. I don't like how this candle closed. Yep, I'm gonna have to move these trims up. Come on, give me 600 and 590. I don't think it's gonna happen. Trading ES. Trading ES, you probably dip by this for this break. IB by rejection. 81% chance on QQQ. I'll just go to yes. %71 chance. So on ES, since the low formed first, the high formed second of the first hour, there's your first hour, right? Since the high formed second, the low formed first, 71% time this breaks. So dip buys are here. This is your first target, main target. This is your next target. But let's get this drop down here first. How big is the IB? Huge. 41 points on ES. 200 and what? 219? Basically 220. I don't like how they're buying this pivot point, 611. I do not like. I just want to wick down to here. They're buying it. Somebody the other day asked me why is price keep going up? Honestly, at that point, I was like, I don't have an answer. More buyers than sellers. That's all I can tell you. More buyers than sellers. Wow. Come on, make it easy for us. Pull back to here. and I can get the short off, and then we can look long. The IB breaks. If this breaks now, then the trade is one trade back here. Don't go break this ES. I mean, I know some of you guys are long, then sorry I'm cheering against you, but the easier trade is a pullback down here. You get long off of this area, and you go take that IB high. It looks like they just want to go now. Yeah. All right, just give us one pullback, and then I can get in on. Just give us a pullback. Give us a pullback. Don't do this. Watch that 598, 599. This is where the EMA 9 is. So I gotta move most of my trims up there now. So it's trendy. It's too trendy. All these are they're catching. They're chasing it. Come on, make our life easy. This will tell us something like that. 50% bullish. We haven't even broken an IB yet, but 50% bullish. That's across all the major futures indices. Let's see what my NASDAQ heavy screener is. Top 10 weighted NASDAQ plus QQQ plus SPY. All right, so this tells a little different story. We have multiple Mag 7s here. What? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 Mag 7s, basically 5, even though that one's already played out. Okay, well, we still have a lot of bearish. I mean, look at this. As bullish as this thing looks right now, we don't want to get too over exuberant when your heaviest weighted stocks in the NASDAQ have as much right now, but nothing's broke the high yet. That could look about 50-50 here in a little bit, but just for now, I don't like that they keep buying this daggum pivot point. KV hit the long on ES. I mean, the next thought process is SPY does the same thing QQQ just did. Comes back to this volume point control, 660, daily 9, previous day's low. Yep, they're going to go ahead and take this IV high, aren't they? There it is, IV high taken. So the other side of that trade, so when you break out of the IB the first hour, let me go to NQ here. Two-thirds of the time you come back down. So you have, here's NQ. So now you have this level right here, 67% of the time. Once you take this, you come back and touch this. Makes the dip buy less appealing to me, but that's why I'm still looking at the short here. But this does not look good, at least in the short term. Don't extend, just pull back. At least where I tried to short it, we did stop. We didn't pull back like I wanted to, at least we went sideways. Come on, pull it back down. The worst case scenario is this right here. Break an immediate hold of previous day's low. Don't do that to me. 64% of the time we should come back to here. 587. I have all the stars aligning, that's for sure. Oh, we need like a liquidity grab to the downside. That would that would make me happy. Some of the bulls would look to get in. I'm not bearish, but per se, I'm just trying to take it back to where it normally would go. Can they stop doing this right here? Because real quick, this turns into this. Don't worry. Be happy. I'm not worried. I'm just not using enough size to take a what 7 point trim where it keeps holding here. I need this to break down here. This will play out to where I want it to. Give me back green on the day. And if you're new to this stream, I take losses. I know a lot of people try to only post winners around the app and stuff. I'm live trading right here, making my call outs, all that stuff. If you know, I may take 2 losses in a row. I may take 3. It's happened. I win more than I lose. I can tell you that based on my stats. But actually, I take that back. Some days I have 1 big winner and 2 or 3 small losers. Just kind of depends on the scenario. Dadgummit. I'm not liking this because the EMA 9 finally caught up. ES is going to get bought up. This is going to break up. Because any higher here, I'm going to have to get stopped out. Oh, they got me on that one. Oh, did they? No, I'm still in it. Somehow, so by some miracle. This, yeah, add into your green, right? Oh, 7-2 is crushing this long. I tried to get a little cute on this because I really wanted to hammer along down here. They just didn't give it to me. I don't use hard. Yes. I thought it hit my stop. What did we go to? My stop is at like 55 something. And it's gonna take my stop either way. There it is. Now I'm out. We still have the trade though, back to here. I really want to try it again right now. I hate to do this, but I gotta try this right here. Yep. I knew they were going to do that. I've taken 2 losses and I just jumped straight back in this. If I take a loss on this one, I've got to take a little step back. Come on. Come on, give me some selling pressure. How brutal is that? My stop was at 55 and a quarter, 55 and a half. Brutal. 67% of the time we come back to here. That's what I'm looking for. Yes, didn't get there. Come on, shoot it down hard. Or does ES have to go take the high? The ES long is still valid, but I like it better from down here. And I just need NQ to shoot down one time. Come on, sellers. I had to take a trim back at the same level that was holding. But I know I have, so right here, I have 67% odds to come back to the 25% retracement after that breaks. So this broke. I have 67% odds to get back to here. But all right, Cliff, just come on. Don't hold previous day low. No. Uh-oh. Take 3 losses, I'm gonna have to sit out for a bit. Where was this last night? Yes, looks like it's gonna take it. Oh, don't tell me I'm gonna get hit again here. That's a bad look. Could just get out right here. Take a 3-point loss. I don't know, if I start overthinking my trade plan, I'll make some dumb decisions. It's not a good look for any shorts at all. Yeah, I know. Minx left for Pilates. Did she? I didn't hear her. Yeah, I mean, the problem I have is, even though we broke previous day's low, that just means we shouldn't close up here. So that's not a stat I'm really excited about. Oh, SPY, I could have just waited a little bit longer for SPY to play out. They're still buying this thing. Yep, Cliff, that's right. Yeah, KB, I know. I I wanted to get long, but I wanted this to play out a little bit different. Maybe I got my head got a little bit too much in the predicting game. Let's get this 15-minute candle closes like here. Oh, this is an hourly close too. I mean, do we not just go to 680 on NQ at some point? What do you dip by against previous day's low? Come on, we need some sellers. Take some profit longs. Would be a good time for a bad headline, right? all I can live on is this IB by retracement. Don't give me SPY, give me NQ. 67, 68% odds. You break out, you retrace back. Doesn't mean it has to happen instantly. Dadgummit, EMA 9 immediately bought up right there. Apple, Nvidia strong. Microsoft's touching EMA 9. Amazon a little weak. Google sideways. Broadcom sandwiched between VWAP and EMAs. I don't see what's really just pushing us right now. So just the overall broad industry. Come on, break down. Just shoot down one time. I have to take a trim here at this 612. Probably could take it here. Yeah, KB. Come on, give me a flusher. KB, like, yes, that's my thought process. Here we go. Okay, got a trim. All right, took a little trim here. Can I get 600? It's 35 points. Trying to make back those losses. Come on. Come on, give me 600. 602. I'm moving my stop down to break even. Where's this? 95. I'm fighting my way back here, guys. Fighting my way back. Watch VWAP on ES. And then 6,600. This is where I really think that SPX would backtest. What a brutal stop out up here. By like half a point. I really don't want it going back above 35. Orb high, hold. 30-minute orb on, it's every orb on ES right there. Come on, give me one more push down. Like I said, there's that. I'm not a big fair value gap guy, but that was a tap into that imbalance. But I'm really looking for this level right here. This 25% retracement. This happens 68% of the time. So you take this trade 3 times, it works too. And with the overextension, that's my confluence. IB high was taken. Try to get back to here. Come on, come on. Play it out. There we go. There's the 21 EMA. Give me that full target, guys. Come on. Full target. Come on. Boom, boom, boom. We're back. Full exit, full exit, full exit. We're so back. Whoa. Little shaky start to the day. We are back. How do I get long immediately? That's the real question. I really want to get long. I'm going to lock that account out. I got back green. All right. Well, that wasn't a fun it wasn't a fun morning, but we got back. So I started overthinking it a little bit. The brutal stop out here. I gave it to like 55 and a half, and we went to what, 56? I mean, 1 point. So brutal stop out here, but I bought right back in. Basically, I lost 10 extra points on that. I normally don't like to do that, but in this scenario, I had to buy back in. Now I really want to look to get long if this holds right here. And like, if we look at that same data point, look at this. Getting back to the midpoint is only a 25% odds. So this down here is actually only 25% of the time that it happens because we broke this high. I really have to think about trying to get long right here. Do I do it? Let's watch this candle here. If SPX holds right here, I want to stay long. Let me give it 5 minutes here and see what happens. Any of you getting long? Yeah, so if we get to this, so pre-market low, there's also that golden retrace on the bigger time frame. So like if we go bigger time frame here, this is golden retrace right here, 541, 542. Hold on. Hold on. I missed one wick there on that. So 542. So just basic fib. We bounced off of halfback. We did get above this a little bit, but once we felled here, felled halfback and rejected. So you see how this is halfback, 0.5 retracement. So got to halfback, this is yesterday's low, rejected. We pushed down, stopped at the golden retrace, and then just flushed hard. So, oh man, that was the long, wasn't it? Oh my God, that was the long. Let me get in. I got to get in and long. Okay, we could go back to 700. 700, 720s. Yeah. Dude, I was really hoping to get like another little wick down here or something. But this is what I wanted to see. This pushes over. I think I'm gonna add into longs. Because look, this got over. Look at this. Look at this candle. I'm gonna start buying into this thing. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. I got a long starter right here, 635, 635. Just right there is where I just started buying it. And I think we can get to here and then up here. Why not? We'll shoot for that. Got to trim probably 75, 75, 80, 700. So it's playing out. So like I wanted it to. This is what I wanted to play out. It just got a little stubborn in here. I wanted this to happen, and I want this to happen. Yeah, this played out exactly. I mean, so you guys remember if you were here early in the stream, I marked SPX, which is what ES is based off of. I marked it right here on my chart, and look at that reaction. That's what I want to say. And look at this 15-minute candle here. Right there. Look at that. And I bet if I even go down to like a, look at that, 3-minute tweezer off of it. Immediate bought up right there off of 6,600. I like it. I like it. Now let's get some follow through. ES still has this IB to take and previous day's low to go get. The only question is, can we get to that daily 9? I really want to add if it gets down here. 26 to 35. Market maker, you got that long off the, yeah. So like there's a lot of things you can look at here that, I mean, we got back to this like little pre-market high area. We got, that was what I was looking for. It's also 25%, as I was saying. This I mean, look, I drew that box. I had this line here on my chart that I was looking for. We got the break of the IB high. We came back down to it. Immediate. I wish I could have got long quicker here. That was a quick buy reaction. So when I talk about hot stove reaction, that's what you want to see, a hot stove reaction off of a level. And then throw in your confluence with your EMAs, VWAP. Over here, you got a tweezer bottom on 6,600 SPX, which you mark on your chart. It was also this pre-market low. So now you kind of have this here with your neckline. Inverse head and shoulders of the neckline. Now let's get a move. It's not every day that I get on a long, guys. Let's not jinx it today. If I had to find the negative I don't like is the EMA 9 right here on the daily. But I can turn that to a positive and say SPY needs to do the same thing. Came off the 21, go back to the 9. It's a daily time frame. Doesn't have to happen today, but that's the general idea. QQQ holding its half back. And we want to hold previous day's low. That's what we want to hold. Right there. Let's hold right here. Now, we do have to keep a couple things in mind. Boy, look at that 4 hour. Gotta keep a couple things in mind. The trend has been up. The counter trend has been down. So we are kind of counter trend of the counter trend. I know that doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but that's where things start to get a little bit more like this. So Obviously, once this kind of happened, thing you don't want to see is daily nine, and turn to resistance on a daily. All right, let's hold right here. I don't think that we get that full gap fill. Amazon's going to agree to pay a fine to settle the Prime case with the FTC or whoever. That'd be a bullish headline, I think, right? Because now you know that it's settled. They came to an agreement on what the fine is. Now you can price it in. All right, let's hold this previous day low right here. Take a little ad here. All right, right there, 631. I don't want to lose this. Really, I don't want to go under 600. Kind of want to risk that. Let's hold 600, please. Actually, hold right here, please. What are you doing? Yes. That daily 9 may be a brick wall up there. What if we just go right at opening price? What if we just go sideways the rest of the day? I don't like this, actually. I actually really don't like this. Boy, if this could get ugly. So the problem I have now is I'm looking at the top weighted stocks in NASDAQ that move the industry, moves NQ, moves QQQ NDX, and I have more bearish than bullish. Come on, tweezer right here. And it's exit sage left if we lose this. Oh, that sucks. That's a bad look. I'm out. I'm getting out. No. Need this thing to bounce back up. Oh, I'm still in it. Yeah, this is an ugly looking. I wouldn't be surprised to see it come take me out. Yep, I just got stopped. If this 80 doesn't hold, we drop hard. Now I have like really mixed things. Unless we hold right here. Wow, this just moved a little bit. It's right here. This looks like it wants to just crush. Well, one green account, one red account. This looks really bad. I may have to try to short this thing. What are you short against, though? Yeah, this looks really bad. Oh, I really want to try the short now, but I can't short if it's holding VWAP, and we're holding above here. Tesla does not look good. Broadcom needs to hold exactly right here. Google is fine. Microsoft's on VWAP. Amazon looks okay above VWAP. Apple's doing nothing. Nvidia's still flagging on EMAs. We just long it here. But we held this again. I can make arguments both ways. I can't trade anything here. I would have risked that 580. That would have just been a big risk, though. Well, this looks gross. I think it's going back down to 550. But I don't have a trade here. This looks bad right here. Previous day's low, fell, look above and fell. Previous day's range. Look at that too. Where that tweezer was yesterday. Oh, what in the world do you do? Oh, I can make so many arguments that I need to not trade anything right here. Because I can make an argument long here and here, but I can make a short argument here. It gets long. Short, long, short, long. If this gets through, this looks good. Now, if I would have just longed and risked all the way down to here, Look at that. So now I gotta try the long again. I gotta try the long again. NVIDIA new high of day. They're gonna make me long this thing again. Patience, patience, patience. All right, I'm gonna try it again. I'm overtime on my stream, but I'm gonna try this again. I hear you, KB. I should be sitting on my hands, but just looks too good. This looks too good to me. All right, guys. Well, I tried the long again. Probably should have longed ES. ES seems more clear. But NQ is stronger. NVIDIA's ripping. But if you're long ES, you're at 80+% odds to break this level. So you should see 72 to 73. And then your next target would be previous day's low, it's 78. And it depends where you're long from, but if I can tell you, just based on here, let me go to ES. Look at IB right rejection on ES. Low form first, you have 72% odds to take this high. What is so weak over here? Energy's green. Financials need a bid. But if this trade will play out, I will end up having a really nice day. I got chopped up a little bit, but I'm going to be watching to trim this. This is the outer VWAP band, so this is one standard deviation from VWAP. This right here is a 233 EMA that I use. And it's right near 700, so there's two targets. The other thing I'm going to be watching is ES to get up here. When ES touches this, I'll have to trim NQ, and then up here.
But you have strong odds, Andrew. I mean, I'm not telling you how to manage your trade, but you have strong odds. I think we're at least going to touch this previous day's low on SPY. All right, guys, I am out of time on my stream here. I'm closing it out long. I'm not closing my longs. I'm closing out the stream long. ES should take this. About to take a trim. All right, guys. I got to roll out. Have a great rest of your Thursday, rest of your week. Tomorrow, I will be live with the whole crew on stream over on Wolf Trading. Make sure you go subscribe to Wolf Trading. Let me pull that up real fast. Make sure you subscribe to Wolf Trading because tomorrow that's where I'm going to be live with the whole crew on a live stream. Wolf Trading, you can see the Wolf logo here. Tomorrow right here you can hit notify me. I don't have notification on because I'm the guy that's going to open this, so I don't need a notification, but you can put a notification on. Tomorrow we are going to be live over on Wolf Trading. That's me, that's Jordan. Paper Games should be there. KC Knots, a lot of the guys from Spaces should all be there. And we'll be live trading, analysis, all that stuff. So it won't just be me looking at Edgeful stuff, but it usually is a lot of my charts and then my thoughts with everyone else's thoughts there tomorrow morning. So make sure you go subscribe to Wolf Trading, and if we'll be over there all day tomorrow. We're doing that every Friday right now. We're trying to work in some more over there, and then of course right here on Edgeful and Wolf Financial, both YouTube and X. I go live Tuesday and Thursday mornings right now, right at the bell. Go for about 2 hours. We're about 10 minutes over here, but I needed this trade to get a nice green day. If we can get up here, 696. All right, guys, I'm out. Appreciate everyone. If you haven't tried Edgeful, let me know. I get you. I can send you the link that'll get you 7 days free. Either way, you should sign up and try it. Oh, do I need to take a trim here? All right, guys, I gotta hop. I am trying to take this little trim here. Hold on. There's the ESIB break. Boom. So big trim spot on ES. Your other one is up here at 78. All right, I gotta go. Appreciate everyone. See you guys next Tuesday and Thursday right here, same time, same place, opening bell. Tomorrow, Wolf Trading. Make sure you subscribe. You'll see all of us over there, live trading all day. Appreciate you guys. Hop in the chat. I love interacting with the chat. I mean, big shout out to all you that joined. Andrew, great having you in here with the crew this morning. KB, Cliff, as always, hanging out with me. Vladimir in here. Bob, I saw Market Maker in here. Kevin was in here. Who else was in here? Was it Farabin? Yeah, Farabin was in here. Willie C. Where's my girl was in here too? Faye. Faye was in here. Little Tricky PA was very correct there. Faye. Who else was in here? Oh, 7-2 offsuit. 7-2 offsuit was buying that dip early. I bet he got paid, probably walked away. What a day. Bitcoin was in here earlier. Appreciate all you guys. Shout out to all you guys hanging out with me. Appreciate. That's what you guys make